Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel, Enchantress Tarot. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing and helping my channel to grow. If you haven't, please subscribe. This way you'll get notices from YouTube when my videos are up. I don't get your email information, so I wouldn't solicit you. And if you would like a reading, I am available. You can just contact me in the information below. And I have been known to do same-day readings in emergency situations. But this video is for another major event that's happening for us. If you haven't seen my Chiron entering Aries video, that is up, and the Taurus solar return. But I also have this video for Uranus transiting after 84 years coming back to Taurus. And Uranus is a maverick. It's a groundbreaking planet. It's an outer planet, so it's universal, worldwide, like cosmic energy, but it does affect each and every one of us individually, depending where Uranus is in your chart. But it is a destabilizing energy. It's like truly the Aquarian, because Uranus rules Aquarius, and we know that's about freedom and uniqueness, quirkiness, eccentricities, that godlike genius energy that comes direct out of the blue, because the glyph for Uranus looks like a satellite. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? The energy is coming in from like somewhere else. And ruling Aquarius, which is an air sign. Those lines in Aquarius are not water, even though they show a water bear. There's a story behind that, but just to say those are airwaves. So these are things that come to us electrically. So you may even experience changes with electrical things in your house, lights flickering, anything technological. So even your phones, your iPad, your computer, anything that electricity travels through might feel some quivering and wavering when this happens, and around the energy may have been starting to. It is a planet of destabilization, like I said, so it is revolutionary. It is evolutionary. It is reversals. It is unexpected things happening. It's shocking things out of the blue. So you can expect the unexpected. That's really going to be the only thing that you can count on. It is all bets are off. Anything can happen. So if things have been going really crappy for you or difficult for you, there could be a complete reversal of that. And conversely so, if you've been riding it high and things are going great, you might have the rug pulled right out from under you. But it's going to affect everyone differently depending on where this is happening in your chart. And since it is in Taurus, which is a very stable energy, it's an earth energy. It likes things status quo. Think of the bull, right? A bull is a movable force. It plants itself. I'm the bull, and this is my field, and I'm good, right? Well, Uranus is going to come along and say, yeah, get a move on. And, you know, like tip that thing, you know, and shake it all up and change everything. So you could look at it and be a little nervous about it if you want to, or you could just look at it and say, okay, so when these things happen, ask Spirit, what good is coming out of this for me, Spirit? Always ask them. Open up your heart, your mind, your soul, your hands to them, especially since this is physical. It's Taurus. Because now it's like, you know, those wrestlers that they would tag team each other. One goes in the ring and the other goes out. Now you're tapping Spirit in. And they're like, oh boy, look at this. He or she is giving me free range. They trust me so much. They love me so much that they ask me what good is coming to me out of this. So I, in my infinite wisdom, is going to help them and show them, and I am going to show them, because with us in form and physicality, we have limits to what we can think of to make things happen. The universe rearranges people, places, and things for us. Angels, guides, God, whatever you call your higher self, even if you don't believe in God or energy that can help you, just know it's your higher self. Just tap it out and say, what good is coming to me? And let this come to you. Now, that being said, because it does have this energy of destabilizing, let's see, it's going to happen May 16, 2018, and it will transit through Taurus, okay, because it is a very slow-moving planet till 2026. Now, even though it's slow-moving, it speeds things up in life. I mean, things just, it's like shit gets real, you know what I mean? Just everything just happens all of a sudden. You're like, where is this coming from? That's the energy. Now, it's going to also transit back into Aries. It's going to go retrograde. I think, let's see, it's going to go back to 29 degrees, Aries. And it's going to be retrograde pretty much the whole summer. So you think about it, some shocking waves come into your life, and now Uranus is going to go back to Aries, the trailblazer, the pioneer, the inspiration, the passion, and give you the time to take charge, generate change. So you're saying, okay, this is happening to me. Now you're in a retrospective phase, back into Aries. Like, what can I do with this? What just happened? You can look back on it and go within and say, okay, so the universe gave me lemons. So now I'm going to make lemonade out of it. Okay? This is how you want to approach this energy for Uranus. You want to be open-minded, very Aquarian. Like I said, this will go on until 2026, let's see. And it's, like I said, going to go back and forth between 0 and 6 degrees, very close range. So where is this going to affect you? Where is, right now, 0 degrees of Taurus in your chart? And it could be between houses, too. Some people could have an overflow from one house to the next. So it'll transit between those degrees in your chart for those number of years, and then it'll progress to the next house if it's a split, if it's not always equal houses. Even though there's 30 degrees, sometimes you might have 2 degrees only in one house, in the house in a different sign. Okay, so this is going to affect even the fixed signs. So we have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, because those are all the 4 fixed signs. They're the quadruplicities. They're all fixed. So you could look at your charts for 0 to 6 degrees for any one of those fixed signs, okay? So that would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius in your chart, and how that is also energetically going to influence you and affect your life. So we have these sudden changes and everything is destabilized, right? So now you have this air energy that is very destabilizing, right? And then you have earth energy like Taurus. So you're thinking, how is the energy of this transit when Uranus transits our earth? Well, earthquakes, volcanoes, volcanic eruptions, like this is very shocking. Wind, air, so hurricanes, tornadoes. The wind can pick up the seas, and cause different events to happen, like wind and water tunnels and funnels coming out of there. So you could have that, but it's definitely going to affect all of the Earth's energies in some way or another. So it'll affect our finances. It could be destabilizing the world economy. It could be changing geological. You might see the earth starting to shift and change, and they uncover all these hidden cities or things out of the sea could rise up. Who knows? Atlantis, Lemuria could rise up from the seas that we'll see them because of geological changing, our earthly changing. Like they found Göbekli Tepe, right, in Turkey. Maybe they're going to be doing things and uncover something suddenly, or an earthquake could reveal something to us. So these are the things that can happen. So it's economical, ecological, geological. It could be, definitely our finances, our physical body, technology, very much about Uranus. Breakthroughs and advances in medicine. Okay, and Taurus rules the body and is ruled by Venus, which is not only the body, but beauty, physicality, money, finances, your core values. So maybe there'll be radical changes to our physical bodies through medicine and technologies, to beautify ourselves, to become more youthful. And remember, Uranus does rule and take care of the youth. And look at the things that are happening to the youth in the world that they need some sort of blanket protection, and our governments aren't doing it. So there's going to be shocking change in governments, massive shifts in the patriarchal society and paradigms that we've lived on and stood on for thousands of years. Shift, more of the feminine and matriarchal societies, again. And pretty much anything that could be unusual and quirky, like even your job could change. Suddenly you change, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm going to do this. And you do something so radically different, like rebellious. That is very much of the Uranus energy to a rebel, but you've got a cause, all right? It could be chaotic and frantic, but look at it as it's the change the impetus of something better this way coming for us universally. This is humanity, but in a snapshot of who you and I are, it's going to be that radical change. And there is a beauty in chaos, okay? You know, with chaos and destruction, what do? You rebuild. So things could be revealed to us shockingly, illuminating us shockingly about our earth, about our origins. It will also be back and forth energy. Like I said, with these retrogrades, you're going to be like, well, I'm moving forward, things change, and then I go back to reflect on this. And it's just going to go back and forth. It's not going to be like something just hits you in this massive wave and now you're stuck with it. You will have that vacillating energy to go back into Aries and to deal with it, you know, and take that bull by the horns, you know, that ram energy, and saying, I'm going to do something with this. So trust in these energies coming. Let's see. So things with our homes, maybe new technologies with building homes. Like, I mean, anything. These are going to be massive breakthroughs for all of us. And it depends on where it's going to hit you in your chart. So like, let's say if it's in your first house, which is your ego, your identity, yourself, you're radically going to change things about yourself. Now, the first house is also the ascendant, so it is the mask we wear. It's like, you know, you go to your house and you say, oh, there's Mary Jo's house. Look at the door, and it's pretty decorated in the color. But what's behind that door? What's there? The hidden, that's the first house, your ascendant. So there could be some radical changes going on with you as far as an ego and identity. Your second house is finances. It's definitely your physical body, beautifying it. It's your core values, self-esteem, and definitely your possessions, material things. Your third house will be the way you're communicating and talking, expressing yourself. Maybe you're going to write a book, a novel, and get it published. Poetry, music. It's the way you're networking with people, the little social butterfly, you know, changing things up with commerce, with close proximity. Your fourth house would be your home. Maybe you're going to get a new home, renovate your home. Something suddenly happened, like I had a sinkhole, then I had 3 floods. I mean, hello, you know, that's very much shocking change to the home, but I rebuilt, I repaired, I realigned, okay? But it's also where you're loved, nurtured, and protected. So things could change in the home front, and that is the mother, or the person who was like the mother to you, who was the one who gave you love and nurturance. Your fifth house would be pleasure, sex for fun, recreation, creativity, the way you shine in the world, your, you know, your projection of your pride, okay? And children. So things might shockingly change in your life about that and be restructured. Your sixth house, not only is it health, okay, and service to others, it is your daily routine with your work, service to others, the mundane, you know, things that you do every day. So maybe things will be shifting with the way you do things in your life, where you won't have a routine. Things are going to become very disruptive, very chaotic, but there'll be a change for you to realign. You might say, wow, this is not so bad after all. You know, now I'm working from home. I'm doing things from the house, or I'm changing the way I'm taking care of my body. You know, that is very much sixth house energy. Your seventh house would be partnerships, love and relationships, sure, but work partnerships, family, anyone you relate to. And you're looking for, and it also talks about open enemies. So things might be revealed to you, shocking change with people that you don't really get along with. There could be a reversal, and you become very close, or realize what it was that was separating you was so much that you were alike, and there was something else going on there. But it is about harmonic balance. So there could be major disruptions. You know, maybe it could be divorce, you know, or child custodies, or legal pursuits, things, you know, because it does also, Libra is about that justice and weighing things out and bringing things into balance. So there might be some destabilization with relationships, or ones that were destabilized, reversals, you know what I'm saying? Healing and becoming harmonic and balanced again. Your eighth house is shared resources, other people's money. It's not the money that you earn and make. It's like an inheritance. You hit the lotto, you won some money. The government found out they owed you money. Oh boy. Someone gives you a car, or they say, well, I don't want this house anymore, this cabin in the woods, you can have it. You know, that's just, wow, shock. You know, you didn't expect that. That comes to you. Your ninth house would be your philosophies and spiritualities. It is also the house of publication, again, so if anyone's looking to publish something, this could happen. Or it could be in the converse, that you thought you were going to get these songs published or do some, and it's a reversal. It's going to depend on all the aspects of everything in your chart, how it's influenced, if it's, you know, a trine or a square. But also it's going to be the way you perceive the outer world, how you feel spiritually about other things, what you were raised to believe, and historically what we were told about our own selves and our history. Shocking change could come to you in bed, complete reversal of your belief system. 10th house is your career. It would be, it's like if you're down the block and you're like, oh, I know that's Mary Jo's house. That's got to be her house. See, from the broader perspective. And that is your reputation, your career, how you are perceived by the outer world, your strength in the outer world. So there could be some shocking change, like you either get fired, you quit your job, someone comes in and takes over the company, or they restructure everything, and when it was a crappy place to work and you dread going there every day, you got butterflies the day before, all of a sudden everything is so much better, and it's like, wow. You know, or the reverse, things were great, it was stable, you were rocking and rolling, and then stuff happened, that just shocking change. You know, your boss decides to sell the business and retire, or they die. And, you know, and this is like anything can change. And if you've been struggling with a business, it could be now is your time that you're going to peak. The outer world is going to recognize your service that you provide, your quality, your sincerity, your good, your integrity, okay? Because 10th house is Saturn. You know, that's hard work, dedication, responsibility, reliability, but it's praise and accolades also for that work. Your 11th house would be your friends, organizations, the world at large. And by the way, that is the house of Uranus and Aquarius, so this is a natural place for it. And, you know, it could be shocking change where people that you were together with for years and years, you no longer have anything to do with. Dissolution. It's gone. It's over. Or groups of people you never would have thought you'd have in your life. You do. You're welcoming other ethnicities, cultures, belief systems, anything. This is very Aquarian. All quirky things, unconventional things you're allowing. This is your hopes, wishes, and dreams, okay? And involving other people and youth also. Children, happiness, freedom, you know, rebellion, revolution. Maybe just do a different job that's very unusual instead of the 9 to 5 sitting at a desk, you know. Your 12th house would be the karmic energy. It could be hidden enemies, the martyr, victimization, but it's ruled by Neptune, that is Pisces, so it's water. So, you know, like Neptune is everywhere, another outer planet, massive. It's everywhere, it touches everything, water, you know, it touches everything, it flows, you can drop water, it goes everywhere, you know, it's kind of like air energy, which is Uranus. So you can say there are going to be some major upsets with maybe, and also it's about music and your creative expression with that. So maybe there could be some shocking change going on with people that, you know, were what you thought were your enemies or out to get you. It's revealed. Or you're just realizing, what is this falsities I'm believing? You know, when I'm creating my own misery. This is a change in the way that you're going to perceive that mentality of, why does this always happen to me? You know, why isn't this happening for me? This is that martyrdom. You know, there's going to be something shifting and changing, but it is about worldly compassion for us all. So I'd like to hope that it's going to be with this Aquarian energy coming in, and the Aquarian South Node is about releasing pain, trauma, tragedy with calm. And our North Node in Leo is where we're going to shine with love and compassion. I would like to feel this alignment is going to be a massive overhaul to our government, our economy, our ecology, religion, things that have been crippling us and lying to us for millennia, changing to realign and recalibrate to as close to a oneness in understanding our place in the universe and that we are part of it and our role in it. That is very much like 12th house and getting off that wheel. 12th house, I'm done, boom. You know what I mean? Let's get it done and right this time. So hopefully this will be a little bit of a heads up for you in a kind of pragmatic way of looking at it. It's not going to be all roses. There are, like, roses have thorns on them. They smell great, but ooh, they hurt. Be careful. You could get, prick yourself. But it's a lesson, right? So let's look at the energy that's happening as a transit, even though it's going to be here for a while. And like I said, it's going to depend, you figure, till 2026. But by April 2020, it's, I think, going to be solid into Uranus and not going to be retrograding. And think of 2020, right? That's perfect vision. It's acute vision. It's clarity. Wouldn't that be nice if by 2020 there is at least a clarification and a clarity in each and every one of us that are awake and aware, and fully the whole universe, or even just our Earth, the people on this planet, wake up and become aware to see how we need to change things with the way we think, the way we speak, the way we act, the way we feel towards everyone else, because we're all one with each other. Very much Aquarian energy. So I hope this video helps you. Again, I am available for private readings if you want, by phone or Skype, FaceTime. And if you live in the Florida area, I can do them also personally for you. Please do look for my past videos, for I have the solar returns up. And remember, they do affect you. When I put it up for 2018, it's through 2019. So if you didn't watch the ones from 17 and your birthday hasn't happened yet, that'll help you through. And I do have the new moon in Taurus up too, if you haven't seen that. So thank you to everybody, again, for watching and subscribing. Please do if you haven't. And as always, I wish you the best.